Okay, let us start the session. Okay, right now we are in the sixth unit, that is clustering analysis. Okay, till now we have seen what is cluster analysis. Okay, what is not belong to cluster analysis we have seen, and after that we have seen the different types of clustering we have seen. Okay, the next one is types of clusters. Okay, we are in the discussion related to the types of clusters. Okay, in the types of clusters we are going to discuss about the well separated clusters, center based clusters. Okay, and contiguous clusters and density based clusters we are going to discuss this. Okay, let us start the discussion related to the first one, that is well separated cluster. Guys, it is a simple thing. Okay, here, okay, if you take the cluster, okay, any point in the cluster that is closer to the any every other point in the cluster. Okay, if you take one point, that will be closer to the every other point in the cluster, that we call them as a well separated cluster. Or suppose if you take one object here, okay, here objects are represented with a dashes. Okay, if you take one object that is closer to every other point in the cluster. Okay, if you take one object here, it is closer to the every other point in the cluster, that we call them as a well separated guys. Here also, if you take one object that is closer to the every other point in the cluster, that we call them as a well separated clusters guys. Okay, ఈరోజు మరి దారుణంగా అటెండెన్స్ ఉంది. Okay, let us continue for the next one. The next one is center based clusters guys. Okay, here, okay, previously what is the point? Okay, if you take any point that in the cluster that is close to every other point in the cluster, that is well separated. If you take, okay, here one object, okay, in the cluster that is closer to the center of the cluster guys, అక్కడ వచ్చేపటికి అన్ని పాయింట్స్ తోటి కూడా nearer గా ఉంటుంది. But here, okay, object in the cluster, okay, that is nearer to the center of the cluster, that we call them as a center based clustering guys. Okay, center of the cluster తీసుకుంటే కనుక, that, okay, from that one the objects on the cluster are very closer to that particular center of the cluster guys. Okay, okay, the center of the cluster we often call them as a centroid. Okay, another representative point in the cluster is also there, we call them as a medioid. What is meant by medioid means this is the average of the all the points in the cluster, we call them as a medioid. Centroid means center of the cluster, medioid means that is the average points of the all the points in the cluster, that we call them as a medioid guys. These are the most representative points in the cluster, centroid and medioid. Centroid means center of the cluster, median means median of medium. Okay, that is the mean of average of all the points in the cluster, we call them as median guys. Okay, okay, diagram for this one also similar to the well separated cluster guys. Okay, understand this guys, center based cluster. Okay, here is the diagram for the center based clustering guys. Okay, here every point, okay, that is closer to the center of the cluster. If suppose this is the center of the cluster, it will closer to the all the points in the cluster. Okay, write down this diagram for the center based cluster. Okay, right now we are in the discussion related to the types of clusters guys. Previously we have discussed the different types of clustering we have discussed. Clustering means set of clusters, we call them as a clustering. Okay, now we are in the discussion related to the types of cluster. Okay, cluster is nothing but it's a group of objects of having the same properties. Okay, that we call them as a cluster. Okay, all the objects having the same properties, we are going to group that one, we call them as a cluster. Okay, Okay. Okay, let us go for the next one, that is contiguous clusters. Okay, contiguous cluster means, for suppose if you take the cluster, okay, in that cluster if you take one object, okay, that is closer to one or more points in the cluster, minimum it is clear closer to one point, guys. If you take one point from the cluster, that is closer to minimum one point, okay, other than that point, guys. Okay, for suppose here if you take one point here, that is closer to minimum one point, that we call them as a contiguous clusters, guys. Okay, అర్థమవుతుందండి. Okay, ఈ పాయింట్, ఈ క్లస్టర్ లో ఉన్న పాయింట్ అనేది దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అట్ ఆల్ క్లోజర్ టు ద ఎనీ అదర్ పాయింట్. ఓకే, ఈ క్లస్టర్ లో కాకుండా ఏ పాయింట్ తో కూడా ఇది క్లోజర్ గా ఉండకూడదు. Okay, then that cluster we call them as a contiguous clusters. That is why separation is there. Here is the one cluster, here is the one cluster, here is the one cluster. If you take one point from this cluster, that is closer to the only the points, minimum one point, okay, within the cluster. Okay, it is not at all closer to the any other point other than that cluster. And if you take ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఒక పాయింట్ తీసుకుని ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఒక పాయింట్ తీసుకుంటే కనుక obviously they are not at all closer, guys. That is why these clusters are separated. Okay, understand, guys? మనం ఇప్పుడు క్లస్టర్ నుంచి ఒక పాయింట్ తీసుకుంటే కనుక, ఓకే, ఇంకొక పాయింట్ అనేది వేరే క్లస్టర్ లో తీసుకుంటే కనుక రెండు కూడా క్లోజర్ గా ఉండవండి. దట్ ఈస్ ద వన్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రాపర్టీ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద కంటిన్యూస్ ప్రాపర్టీ. అనదర్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఈస్ ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ వన్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ ద క్లస్టర్, దట్ విల్ బి క్లోజర్ టు మినిమం వన్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ క్లస్టర్, గైస్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్, గైస్. Let us see another type of cluster, that is density based cluster. Okay, here the clusters are formed based on the density of how they are populated. Okay, the objects are how they are populated. Based on that one, we are going to form the cluster, that is we call them as a density based cluster. Okay, here we are going to form a clusters based on the how the points are dense. Okay, with the help of this density, okay, density based cluster, we are going to separate the low density regions to the other high density regions, guys. అంతేనా కాదా? మనం హై డెన్సిటీ ఉన్న డేటా ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ అన్ని we are going to form as a one cluster. With the help of this one, we are going to separate the low density regions to high density regions, guys. And moreover that, guys, one of the advantage related to the density based cluster is, okay, we are going to means we are going to handle these noise and outliers. If the data objects are containing this noise and outliers, then also this density based cluster is, okay, being able to form the clusters. That is the advantage related to this density based clusters. Okay, data objects లో మనకి నాయిస్ కానీ అవుట్లేయర్స్ ఉన్నా కానీ, okay, this density based cluster may be able to form the clusters. Okay, okay, guys, this is the diagram for related to the density based clusters. Okay, if you observe here the red color dots, okay, all these data objects, okay, we are going to form, okay, all these data objects are dense in real. Okay, we are going to form a density based cluster by combining the all the dense area, guys. Okay, here also we have combined all the dense area to form the density based clusters. Okay, but here we have the points. Okay, these points we call them as a outliers or errors. Okay, if the data objects contains the different outliers or errors also, this density based cluster is able to form the cluster. This is the example, guys. Here if you, these are the data objects that is outside of the all the clusters, we call them as a outliers or erroneous data. Okay, in the density based cluster we are going to separate the low dense area to the high dense areas. Okay, can I do this diagram, guys? This is related to the density based clusters. In the density based cluster we are going to separate the clusters based on their densities, guys. We are going to separate the low density region from the other high density regions. Okay, till now we have seen what is different types of clustering we have seen. After that we have seen the different types of clusters. Okay, let us see the different clustering algorithms. Okay, the first clustering algorithm we are going to discuss is k-means algorithm. Okay, the first algorithm we are going to discuss is that is k-means algorithm. Okay, how this clustering is different from classification is, in the classification we are going to use class label type of information. Okay, but here there is no class label type of information that is there in this clustering, guys. Okay, okay, what is meant by this k-means clustering means it follows a partitional clustering approach. Okay, here it is going to partition the uh, clusters. Okay, how it is going to do the partitionment, let us see with an example, guys. Okay, okay, here each cluster is associated with the centroid, guys. That is, we call them as a center point of the cluster. Okay, each cluster, okay, that is associated with the one centroid, guys. Okay, that we call them as a, normally we call them as a mean. Okay, okay, here how you are going to form these clusters means based on the centroid closeliness, guys. Okay, how the point is closer to the centroid, based on that one we are going to assign the different data object to one cluster. What is the principle we are going to follow is, that is, which one is the closer to the centroid one, we are going to form that one as a clusters, guys. Okay, and moreover that, guys, this k-means algorithm is a basic algorithm. And okay, how you going to, how we are going to follow. Okay, we are going to explain with one example, guys. Okay, okay, in this k-means algorithm, guys, we are going to partition the n observations into k clusters. Okay, what is the main thing related to the k-means algorithm is, here observation, different data points will be there, we call them as n observations. Okay, into k clusters, we are going to convert that one into k clusters. Okay, previously I told you guys, okay, how we are going to form the cluster means that is the nearest to mean. Okay, when you, first we are going to take one mean, guys. Okay, uh, any object that is nearer to that particular mean, we are going to form that one into clusters. We are going to form that one into clusters. Okay, okay, understand these points, guys. Simple. Okay, what is the main principle we are going to use is we are going to use partitional clustering approach. Partitional clustering approach means overall data objects we are going to partition. Okay, how we are going to partition means based on the nearest to the mean we are going to partition. Okay, okay, let us see the algorithm related to this clustering. Okay, this is the algorithm, guys. Okay, here first of all we are, what is the first step in this algorithm is we are going to take a random mean value, guys. We are going to take a mean that is a random value. Okay, what is the next step is the nearest number that is to that particular mean we are going to form that one into one cluster, guys. Okay, మనం random mean తీసుకుని ఆ mean కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న points అన్నిటిని we are going to form that one as a cluster, guys. Okay, we are going to repeat uh, this one and two steps to get the same mean. What is the exit point here is this? Okay, whenever we get the same mean we are going to stop this overall algorithm. Overall algorithm. Okay, algorithm ఎప్పుడు స్టాప్ చేస్తామంటే కనుక okay, when we get the same means. Okay, ఒక స్టెప్ లో వచ్చేప్పటికి మీన్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తాం కదా, సేమ్ సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లో కూడా అదే సేమ్ మీన్ వస్తాయి కనుక వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టాప్ దట్. Okay, what is the first step? We are going to take the random mean. Okay, okay, based on that mean, okay, that the point that objects data objects that is closer to that particular mean we are going to form as a clusters, guys. Okay, next we are going to repeat the same process. Okay, one and two to get the same mean, guys. Okay, that is the exit point. Okay, understand this algorithm. Okay, we are going to solve one problem based on this algorithm. Okay, simple thing. Okay, just understand this algorithm, guys. Okay, let us solve one problem related to this K-means algorithm. Okay, guys, can you able to see this screen? Okay, here, what is the input for this one? These are the data objects, guys. Okay, how many data objects are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data objects will be there. Okay, in the problem they will mention that how many clusters they are going to. Okay, here the k is 2 means we are going to form two clusters, guys. We are going to form two clusters. Okay, for that one, what is the first step, guys? Okay, we have to take the random mean. Okay, టూ క్లస్టర్స్ కాబట్టి టూ మీన్స్ తీసుకోండి, ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ. ఒకటి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ లో ఉన్న ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ తీసుకోండి, అలాగే రైట్ సైడ్ లో ఇంకొన్ని ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ తీసుకోండి. హియర్ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ ద ర్యాండమ్ మీన్ యాజ్ 4 అండ్ ర్యాండమ్ మీన్. ఓకే, అనదర్ క్లస్టర్ సంబంధించిన ర్యాండమ్ మీన్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ 12, గైస్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్, గైస్. Okay, what is the first step? Okay, we are going to take the random means. I have taken the random mean as 4 as well as 12. మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన వాల్యూ తీసుకోవచ్చు, ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. Okay, here I have taken the random mean as 4 and 12. Okay, I have taken the random mean as 4 as well as 12. Okay, now వచ్చేప్పటికి 4 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న పాయింట్స్ అన్ని కూడా మనం క్లస్టర్ 1 లో ప్లేస్ చేసుకుంటాం. అలాగే 12 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న పాయింట్స్ అన్ని కూడా మనం we are going to take it into the cluster 2 guys. Okay, 4 కి 2 కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత ఉందండి? 2 కాబట్టి we are going to place that one in the cluster 2. Okay, that is in the clay cluster. Okay, I have taken the points into the K1 based on the main 4 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నన్ని కూడా చూసుకోండి. 2 minus 4 2 అదే చూడండి. 2 minus 12 అంటే 10 కాబట్టి I am going to take that one in the cluster 1. That is here we have to write it. Likewise 3 minus 4 అంటే ఎంత? 1 కాబట్టి, అలాగే 3 minus 12 అంటే ఎంత? 9 కాబట్టి which one is the nearest one? That is this one. Okay, likewise 4 minus 4 అంటే 0, అలాగే 4 minus 12 అంటే ఎంత? That is 8. దేనికి నియర్ గా ఉంది? That is first one. Okay, we have to write it in the K1 guys. Likewise next point is that is 10. 10 minus 12 అంటే 2, that is 10 minus 4 అంటే కనుక that is 8 guys. Which is nearest one? That is M2 కాబట్టి we have to write that one into the next cluster. K2 is okay. What are the points in the K2? Nearer to the main M2 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నన్నిటిని కూడా క్లస్టర్ గా రాసుకోవాలి. That is okay. First one is at 10. Likewise okay, 11 minus 12 means 1. అలాగే 11 minus 4 ఎంత కనుక? That is 7. Which one is the nearest one? Obviously this one. కాబట్టి 11 కూడా ఇక్కడ రాసుకోండి. Okay, next one is 12 minus 12 0. 12 minus 4 means that is 8. Which one is the nearest one? దీనికి దగ్గర కాబట్టి దీంట్లో రాసుకోండి. Likewise all the points ఇంకా 20 25 30 that is nearer to the K2. We have to write it in the next second one. That is 20, next 25, and 30 also. Okay, now 2 clusters I have formed it guys. Okay, in the K1 cluster 2 3 4 comes. Okay, in the K2 cluster 10 11 12 20 25 30 K. Again we have to proceed the same process. That is we have to calculate the main for this one. That is 2 plus 3 plus 4 by 3. How many values data objects are there? 3 objects కాబట్టి 2 plus 3 5 plus 4 means 9 by, that is okay, M1 equal to that is 2 plus 3 plus 4 by 3, that is 9 by 3 ఎంతండి? 9 by, the value is what is 3. Likewise M2 also we have to calculate. That is 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30. Okay, that is 108. Okay, 108 by how many values are there? 6 values are there. Okay, ఎంతండి? 6 by 108 అంటే కనుక 10 plus 20, that is 18 is the value. Okay, now we have got the modified mean values. That is, M1 mean is updated to 3 and M2 mean is updated to 18, guys. Okay, the same process we have to proceed, guys. We have to find out the K1, okay, as well as K2 also we have to calculate. Okay, in the K1 how we are going to get the values means 3 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న values అన్ని కూడా K1 లో ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, 18 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న values అన్ని కూడా K2 లో కూడా ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 3 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న values ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేద్దాం. దాన్ని K1 లో ప్లేస్ చేద్దాం. 2 minus 3 that is 1. 2 minus 18 means that is 4 16, guys. Which one is the nearer one? That is M1 is the nearer one కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ మనం 2 ప్లేస్ చేసుకోండి. Next one is 3 minus 3 0. 3 minus 18 means 15 కాబట్టి we are going to place the 3 in the K1. Okay, అలాగే 3 minus 4 అంటే 1, అలాగే 3 minus 4 minus 18 అంటే కనుక 14 కాబట్టి obvious గా this is the nearer one, we have to write it here. The next one is next number is 10. 10 minus 3 means 7. 10 minus 18 means 8 కాబట్టి we have to write this one here. ఓకేనండి, ఇక్కడ వచ్చేప్పటికి డిఫరెన్స్ అనేది 8 వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ వచ్చేప్పటికి 7 వచ్చింది కాబట్టి we have to write it down. Modify అయిపోతుంది చూడండి. ఇంతకు ముందు వచ్చేప్పటికి K1 లో we have only 2 3 4. Now the 10 is updated to the K1. Okay, next value is 11. 11 minus 3 means that is 8. 11 minus 18 means that is 7. Okay, this is nearer to the M1 కాబట్టి we have to write it here. That is 11. ఇంకా అన్ని తర్వాత వాల్యూస్ అన్ని ఎక్కువగానే ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి ఆబ్వియస్లీ దట్ ఈస్ నియర్ టు 18 రాసేసుకోండి ఇక్కడ. దట్ ఈస్ 12. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ 20, 25, 30. Okay, now these are the values I have got it. Okay, again the same process I have to repeat it, guys. Okay, so రైట్ చేద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ వరకు వచ్చిందండి 2 3 4 10 వాల్యూస్ వచ్చినాయి. K2 వచ్చేప్పటికి 11 12 20 25 30 is the values. Okay, we have to arrange this one. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడే రాసుకుందాం. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ values రాసుకోండి. మళ్ళీ again we have to calculate the mean, guys. We have to calculate the mean. That is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10. That is the M1. So M1 equal to 2 5 5 plus 4 9 9 plus 10, that is 19 by 4. 19 by 4 and 10 అండి, that is equivalent to 4.9 something కదా, 4.8 వస్తుంది. Okay, we round that one to 5, guys. 4.98 కాబట్టి we are going to round that one to 5, that is nearer to 5 కాబట్టి. Okay, now the updated mean value is M1 is 5. Likewise M2 also we have to calculate. Okay, mean that is equivalent to the sum of the K2 values, that is 11 plus 12 plus, okay, all these values sum. Okay, that we are going to get is 11 plus 12 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30, that is equivalent to 98. Okay, how many values are there? 5 values are there. Okay, okay na kada. Now what is the value, guys? It is nearer to 19.8 something వస్తుంది. Okay, we are going to round that one to 20. Clear, guys? The same process we have to repeat it for the next values also. Okay, ఈ 5 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నట్లు ఒక క్లస్టర్ లో ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవాలి. అలాగే M2 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ అన్నిటిని కూడా ఇంకో క్లస్టర్ లో ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవాలి. Let us do that one. Okay, okay, 2 minus 5, first we will take the first point, that is 2 minus 5 3. అలాగే Next to 2 minus 20, that is 18. Okay, which is nearer to the K1. We have to place that one. K1 లో 2 ప్లేస్ చేసుకోండి. అలాగే 3 minus 5 means 3. 3 minus 20 means that is equivalent to 17 కాబట్టి obviously we have to place the 3 in the K1. అలాగే 4 minus 5 means 1. 4 minus 20 means 16. We have to place it here. అలాగే 10 minus 5 means 5. 10 minus 20 means 20 కాబట్టి obviously we have to place that one in the K1. That is 10, we have to place it here. Next one is 11. 11 minus 5 ante 6. 11 minus 20 means that is 9 కాబట్టి obviously we have to place this in the K1. Next one is 12 minus 5, that is 7. 12 minus 20, that is 8. We have to place it in the K1. Okay. Next value is 20 minus 5 కాబట్టి 15 వస్తుంది. 20 minus 20 కాబట్టి 0 కాబట్టి we have to place this one in the K2. అర్థమవుతుందండి. ఏ మీన్కి దగ్గరగా ఉంటే కనుక ఆ క్లస్టర్లో ప్లేస్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. K1 M1కి దగ్గరగా ఉంటే కనుక K1లో ప్లేస్ చేస్తున్నాం. M2కి దగ్గరగా ఉంటే కనుక K2లో ప్లేస్ చేస్తున్నాం. Okay, the 20 is obviously nearer to the mean M2. That is I am going to place that one in the K2. That is 20. Obviously ఇంకా 20 కంటే above values అన్ని కూడా K2లోనే ఉంటాయి. Write down this 25 here. అలాగే 30 also. Okay, now M1 is ready, M2 is ready. The same process we have to write it down. That is we have to calculate the M1. M1 equal to all the values in the K1 sum by how many values? That is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 11, 12, 11 plus 12 by 3. 11 by how many values? 5 values are there. For M2 that is 20 plus 25 plus 30 by 3. Okay. Okay. చేయండి అండి. M1 చేయండి ఒకసారి. ఎంత వస్తుంది? 2 plus 3 5. ఓకే, 5 plus 9 9 9 plus 19 20 30 42 వస్తుందండి. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ 42 by 6. ఎన్ని వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి? 6 వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా. 42 by 6. ఎంత వస్తుందండి? 42 by 6, దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 7. అలాగే M2 కూడా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయండి. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ఇంటూ ఎంత అండి? క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయండి. ఏమేమి వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి? 20 ప్లస్ 25 45 55 65 75 by 3. ఎంతండి? దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వలెంట్ టు 25. Okay, the same process we have to repeat it, guys. Okay, that is M1 7 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నాయని K1 లో వేసుకోవాలి. అది M2 అనేది 25 కి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నాయని కూడా K2 లో వేసుకోవాలి. Let us start that one. Okay, that is 7 minus 2 5. 7 that is 2 minus 25, that is 23 కాబట్టి we have to write it here in the K1. And 3 minus 7, okay, that is 4. 3 minus 25, that is equal to 22 కాబట్టి we have to write it here in the K1. Next one is 4 minus 7 3. 4 minus 25 21 కాబట్టి M1 కి దగ్గరగా ఉంది కాబట్టి we have to write it in the K1. Next one is 10 minus 7, that is 3. 10 minus 25, that is 15. Okay, we have to write it in the here. Next one is 11 minus 7, that is equivalent to 4. 11 minus 25, 14 కాబట్టి 4 దగ్గరగా ఉంది కాబట్టి మనకు దగ్గరగా ఉంది, we have to place it here. Okay, 12 minus that is 7, that is equivalent to 5. 12 minus 25, that is equivalent to 13 కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవాలి. Okay, నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేప్పటికి 20 minus 7, that is 13. 20 minus 25, 5 కాబట్టి we have to place it in the 20 value. నెక్స్ట్ ఆబ్వియస్ గా దానికన్నా ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ లే కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ మనం 20 లో ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవాలి. 25, 30. Okay, next again the same process we have to proceed, guys. Okay, here what is the stopping condition, guys? Here whenever we get the same means, that is the stopping condition, guys. That is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 11 plus. Okay, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇంతకు ముందు వచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ లాగే ఉన్నాయి చూడండి. ఆబ్వియస్లీ మీన్స్ కూడా సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ m1 is 7 and m2 is that is 25, again the same value. Okay, that means here is the stopping condition, guys. Okay, these are the clusters. First cluster is 2 3 4 10 11 12. For the second cluster we have the 20 25 30. These are the two clusters. Based on the k-means we have divided the overall data objects, that is 9 data objects, 2 4 5, likewise 20 25 30. We have divided it into two clusters. Okay, these are all the data objects will have the same properties, and in the k2 20 25 30 these data object will have the same properties, guys. Okay, with the help of k-means we are able to divide the overall data objects into two clusters, guys. Okay, understand, guys? A simple thing, guys. What is the stopping condition? Stopping condition is means అనేవి two clusters కి పక్క ఉన్న clusters కి ఒకేసారి same values వస్తాయి. If you observe here 7 we got and 25 m2, the same values also we got it in the 7 and 25 here. Understand, right? Okay, this is the stopping condition, guys. In this way we are going to calculate the clusters, guys, with the help of k-means only. Right, anybody has any doubts till now? Okay, any doubts, guys? The k-means algorithm, this is a cluster based algorithm, guys. Okay, with the help of this k-means algorithm we are going to divide the cluster based on the mean values. Okay, only in the algorithm we have the 3 steps. Okay, what is the input is how many data objects and values, and how many clusters we are going to divide also, that is the input for this k-means algorithm. What is the output, guys? Finally we are going to divide the overall data objects into the clusters that is specified by in the input, guys. Okay, in this way we are going to proceed with the help of k-means algorithm to form the clusters, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. Any doubts? Okay, I'm ending this session, guys. Okay, I'm going to continue this session in the next class.